Hey everyone, my name is Ma, and I'm here to show you a cool few things in GMod 13. It's also the GMod called GMod Beta, which you probably have heard of. So I'm just going to show you a few things here, but first I just want to notify you that this thing is kind of lagging. That's because perhaps it's running. My CPU is kind of gay, so that's kind of why. So first thing you'll notice in my screen is the console has been changed. The entire menu has actually been changed. Let's have a look. Let's start a game here. Come on, stupid lock. Right. Let's start this up. Now I've been running around with the GMod Beta for quite some time, and I've been testing my game modes myself on them. This would run a lot more smoother on my laptop. But anyways, let's have a look at this. Because this is actually some cool new features. But one thing that you might notice on this GM Flatgrass is the map has actually been changed. If you notice, the angle of the grass texture have been changed, and the clouds are slightly moving. I'm not sure if you can see it on my screen, but it is actually moving. So let's have a look at the menu. As you can see, it has been completely overhauled. It's kind of like brighter. It looks a lot more simpler. It looks more like the GMod theme. Let's have a look. You can see you actually come inside the browser menu instead of like having small tabs, like a small bar right here. Right, so let's spawn something because there's actually something cool he added when picking up stuff. Hang on a second. I want to spawn this. Right. So I got this can, and I want to pick it up. As you can see, there's a glow around it. When you want to freeze it, it glows green. And when you unfreeze it, it glows red. So that's a cool new thing. That's actually pretty cool, if you ask me. That's a nice feature. Let's see. I'm not sure if we did anything to anything else. By the way, this is just the beta version, so that's why there's sometimes some missing textures around. Have a look at some things here. Alright, let's see if we can spawn some weapons. Still the same, as always. Vehicles, still the same. That's still the same. Spanning things. Well, but the most important thing is that the entire GMod have actually been overhauled, especially around Lua, because a lot of new features have been added to Lua, like increased entity limit, and a less likely chance that you will get kicked out of a server because your net buffer overflow hates you. Or buffer overflow for that matter. Snapshot overflow also. All those things have been more rare in GMod Beta. For everyone who uses GMod Beta, you can still join servers inside these beta. However, if you try to join it by the Find Multiplayer button, you cannot see any servers. However, you can still connect them by using the connect command and type in the IP. However, I don't know any more friends who have a server in GMod Beta, so I really don't have any IP for any servers because I don't know any. I'm only using my own. However, I've been testing my game modes a lot on this version of GMod. However, when I try to run them in the original GMod, I've had a tiny bit problem. That is because I'm using the new net library, which seems to be a lot faster than both the user message, and of course networked. if you're a Lua programmer, you would probably understand the problem behind network. I mean, the set network functions, stuff like that. Because everyone have been hating them for quite some time, but you might find out when you get to it, if you're even interested in it. Let's see. NPCs, they're added right here at the bottom. You can see the models are also transparent. So you don't have that boring gray iron metal whatever it is background, because that was actually quite ugly. And Grigori is still under the animals, of course, because he's an animal. That son of a bitch. Right, let's see the contents. The browse content is under the other stuff, by the way. Let's have a look. If oh, right here. Materials. Oh, I didn't know that. What is this? Oh well. Right, so this Gmod have been completely overhauled with a lot of new features and cool new designs. So there you have it. That's all there is in GMod Beta. There's a lot of new features for developers, of course, but I would like to show you this simple graphics and whatever you can find in this GMod Beta when you join it. So, if you are not a developer, this would probably be very boring to you. But if you're a Lua developer, you can have new functions like the entity follow bone function, which is kind of like attaching an entity to a bone. Like, it's like attachment, but it sets it on bones as well, so that's cool. Because when you try to compile a model, you have to set the attachment